like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm not great. I'm not a great debater, and I don't think that debates are productive to begin with, which is why I wouldn't do it. But having said that, there aren't a lot of left-wing content creators that are all that sizable in the end, and Sam is still one of the biggest ones. If I am currently the biggest one, then Sam is still one of the top 5 to 10 left-wing commentators out there currently. So for him to simultaneously hold the position that debates are good and you can change people's minds, want to debate other people routinely as a part of his content, and then lastly, literally for him to act like he wants to debate people on the left, only to run away from one of the more prominent left-wing commentators, implies that there's a little bit of a mismatch there with the goals and the ideas and the values that he espouses and what he truly believes. And that's the whole point. Having said that, I mean, I would fucking debate Steven Crowder. I would. But I high-key doubt that he would be down to do such a thing either, so. What would you think Crowder said that Ethan said he would regret? I think it was probably his making fun of his Tourette's, like, directly. That's really fucked up. Hassan is the new Bravo TV. Yeah, I saw Ryan Grimm, DC Bureau Chief of The Intercept, said, watching this, friend of the show, Ryan Grimm said, watching this Ethan Seder Crowder thing and finally starting to get the appeal of Twitch and YouTube politics now, it's basically Bravo. Makes sense now. Somebody is about to overturn a table and you don't want to miss it. This is a more concise explanation. It's reality TV, but for us politics nerds. Yeah, I mean, it's just pure content. I think like the main thing that he admitted here that's like pretty whack for Steven Crowder most likely is the fact that he is obsessed. And while he simultaneously said, "Oh, I don't know you," my audience would say, "Who are you?" Well, it seems like Steven Crowder knows exactly who the fuck Sam Seder is. As a matter of fact, I would go so far as to say Steven Crowder is the biggest fan of Sam Seder. Like, knowing exactly when he's live, knowing exactly when he's not live, being afraid that he was going to potentially come on to the Ethan's broadcast. Like, it's crazy. Watching the Majority Report, I mean, seems like he's watched a lot. Seems like not only has he watched a lot, but he's also Googled, like, to see if there's any background information on Sam. Oof. Can't wait for the copium on Crowder's part. I don't think he will do that. I think he will try to bury it as best as he can. I'm assuming he will try to bury it as best as he can to not bring a lot of attention to this from right-wing commentators. I think other right-wing commentators, though, I hope I'm not spoiling this, but I hope they do make videos about this, about how like they think Sam Seder is a fucking con artist and how Ethan was a coward or something like that, because that'll be a Streisand effect right there. And I think more people will pay attention to it. He certainly watches the Majority Report more than I do. Holy shit.
Steven said it's his favorite clip of the year of us saying, listen, if you're like, it's okay to listen to scientists who are trying to save. It's okay. You don't need to question every single thing that comes across your desk, especially if you have no qualifications at all to assess this information. The fact that we need to be skeptical of every single thing of our government, that we don't trust our government to that extent, then our society has failed us in a way that we should just end it now.
But I think like you can be skeptical, but the fact of the matter is that what Crowder is not doing, he's not being skeptical in any type of thoughtful way. He is weaponizing doubts that happen to align with his political ideology. We saw it with the president that he was so supportive of. I mean, it's not hard to find many clips of Trump saying this is just going to go away. It's not really serious. There's only a couple of cases. We shouldn't even test.
Right.
And Crowder, that's why Crowder was doing it. I mean, if he was doing a genuinely skeptical, sort of like categorization and cataloging of the science and laying it out there in a way that showed some measure of integrity. But let's be honest. I mean, people just watch this. Crowder had the opportunity to debate this with somebody who is serious about it and wanted to debate with him. I did nothing but, approach this with a respectful manner. And he was afraid to do that because he knows he's full of it.
So
and he's
much
just delivering talking points that, his NRA buddies, give him to go.
Yeah.
You and I can talk about it. It's appointed to a man wants to be invited. It's appointed to a man wants to be invited on this show tomorrow on YouTube. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but here you go, boys. Go off. Go buck wild, okay? There you go. Pop off on him. It's a Bible verse. Is it?
It's all part of the big grift that all these conservative media. It's like you said. It's like
it's done already. Holy shit, dude, that was crazy. That was insane, dude. That was. I mean, this is a fucking 5K already. Jesus Christ. I mean, keep going, but that was a good one. That was like fucking 40 seconds, dude.
Every dollar out of every controversy, and that's all that matters to him because he's got these big beautiful leather holsters and those things don't fill themselves, and it is worth mentioning once again that he noticed that you ended your show early last week, and
that's right.
And we specifically were like, I know he's watching because he's so afraid of Sam that we need to pre-record something, air it so that he thinks you're live.
Right now,
worked.
as we are talking, there is a live show that's on.
And
he came on. We started the show 2 minutes early, and he did not walk on to the set until our show was live.
So true.
And I got to say, you called it last week.
Thank
and
you.
I was like, I just don't believe that he's that nervous.
Yep, he was. I can't believe he admitted it. What a dumbass to admit it.
And also, like, the alternative is I think that Sam could show up, and I can't wait to show my audience how this moron who's been dogging me supposedly and sending people to debate me and this and that. I'm going to put this to rest once and for all. If Steven Crowder was as much of a man as he seems to be with his, all his weightlifting and his gun and his holster, he's got a weapon, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
I'm coming unarmed. Hands up. If you want to shoot, go ahead.
How much alpha brain do you think he takes in the morning?
He's probably juicing. And the idea that he had at least a week in advance knowledge that he couldn't come prepared to debate somebody who actually reads this stuff and spends their time doing this is almost like the saddest thing that one could say about Steven Crowder.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's some other things.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Steven.
It's really sad. I mean, I was looking forward to it because I really wanted to
the ultimate irony, right, as you've pointed out, is that he's the guy who got famous for with the debate me. You can't, if you're the debate me guy, That's your
Yeah.
claim to fame. You can't dodge people that want to debate you, Steven. You got to own this thing that you create, this image you created. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a baby. You're like, come on, Steven. I think he lost the right to those holsters. I think he has to retire them.
Honestly, yeah, I think
I'm
maybe it's
calling
time
on retiring those holsters today.
normalize wearing a squirt gun instead is what I would say to him. You'd have
I
to, or
agree.
maybe like a Nerf. They have to have like a Nerf weapon. Like, I don't. Is he old enough to now like have a license for a handgun? Or
I really wish that like Joe Rogan wasn't such a fucking a fan of like Sam Harris and Dave. Well, not Dave Rubin as much, but like, and would just have Sam Seder on. You know what I mean? That'd be good. I think that would be really good. Problem is that like the online left is growing as a community and in size, but I just I don't think that like I think Sam Seder on Joe Rogan would be interesting, and I think that would like give the online left a lot more clout, and also on top of that, it would give it more like legitimacy in the eyes of all of these like conservative debate lords. You know what I mean? Why doesn't Joe Rogan like Sam Seder? I think Joe Rogan doesn't like Sam Seder because of Sam Harris and all these other people like in the IDW. All these people in the IDW saying that, you know, Sam Seder is a bully. You know?
he doesn't need to anymore. Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, like, I think we need to have a meeting with his dad and
I have his
bring
email
his father.
now, so I'll be. Maybe we should email him. Just say, you know, we think that
I don't know if his dad will be answering any of my emails after today.
After today, we're gonna.
Honestly, I think you can get on Joe Rogan before Sam. I don't think I'll ever be able to get on Joe Rogan as much as I used to be a huge fan of his, and I still watch all of his shit. Like, I don't think Joe Rogan will have me on anytime soon. I criticize him too much. Like, why would he? You know what I mean? It's just the reality. Also, because I don't run the ads at the top of the hour when I'm supposed to. You know, a 60-second ad break. And then, but at least when I do run those ads, I inform my audience that, you know, they can avoid seeing the ads by subscribing. With a $5 subscription or a Twitch Prime for free. You know, or they can use AdBlock or VPN as well. You know, that sort of thing. I don't think he'd invite anyone to criticize him. I mean, I think he's probably had some people that have been critical of him, but not like overtly critical, like over the top critical of him like I've been. Here's the ad break now, by the way. That was a good transition. You know that was a good transition.
Gonna have to ask for his badge and
look,
weapon.
We're both fathers. I can't tell you how disappointed I would be in my son if he did what Steven did.
Oh, so disappointed, son. Yeah, son.
I just my son had his final Pony League baseball game yesterday, and I saw more courage from some of those 8-year-olds than we witnessed from Steven Crowder today. I mean, I would say probably like a good 3 or 4 of them were a lot tougher than Crowder. One got hit with the ball, the other one like tripped.
Yeah.
And that's one of them didn't have their favorite hat, but they all played through it.
Right.
They all played through
Inspiring.
it. And sad that Steven.
Did you find it interesting too how he wouldn't put the camera on him for a minute? It was just on his sidekick.
Yeah, what do you think was going on? Do you think he was like going like, Dad,
Yeah.
get Dad in here.
Yeah.
Get Dad in here now.
Got it.
But I'm glad he finally brought it back because I was like, what is with the sidekick? Why are you throwing him under the bus?
I know it. And the sidekick had to pretend like he was a big fan of mine. And
He had to
that's
come
why
in
they've
real
been
quick. Yeah.
monitoring the show. That is.
His
Wow.
sidekick wasn't even drunk yet. It is early. Usually that guy's pissed drunk by the time they do their show.
To be honest, like I have the only time I think I've watched an extended run of Crowder's show was when he was talking about you. I was trying to figure out like how did this start, and he was really drippily condescending for a guy who is afraid to actually test his beliefs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised. I haven't seen him so weak since watching him get punched in the face and dropping like a house of cards
by an old man,
Wisconsin.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing. I don't know if you knew this. So Crowder, when he was complaining about what happened on YouTube to him, like he put out a compilation video of people responding to when he got decked by a union guy in Wisconsin at the 2011 March protests against Scott Walker. And in that compilation, I was in it. And he put the video out. And then he pulled it back and cut me out of the compilation and reposted it on Twitter. Do we have that stuff?
Oh, wow. He is deathly afraid of you.
It is. Somebody on Twitter saw it and sent it in. We did a video about it, but it is weird.
He is deathly afraid.
And how he pretends. That's the thing I don't get. Like, how do you spend so much time worrying about somebody that you think is not big enough to even discuss?
Who is he supposed to debate then, if not you?
I don't know.
Yeah, me? I'm not a political debater. I'm just some dumbass. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's trolling through to find makeup tutorial sites that have like 2 million subscribers, or I mean, anybody who doesn't
Minecrafters have a lot of subs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think a Minecrafter could roll Steven Crowder. Like, if properly coached on what the talking points are, I think Minecrafters, by virtue of like osmosis and learning like talking points from their audience, like their Radlib audience members, could probably roll Steven Crowder, honestly. I mean, it's great. This is wonderful. All I'm going to say is this: Joe Rogan, get on the right side, okay? You know Joe Rogan. You know what the trends look like, okay? The time for right-wing broadcasting on the internet is coming to a close. A lot of these guys are clown asses. You've hyped up a lot of them at the time. You don't do it as much anymore. Start hyping up left-wing broadcasters, Joe Rogan. Get on the right side. Just saying.
There's some Minecrafters my son watches that maybe he'd like to debate on some of these issues.
Right.
Wow.
All right.
Damn, Sam Cedar's children, Carl Jacobs fans, confirmed. Sam Cedar's children, Dream fans, confirmed.
Well, we got him, dude.
Yeah, that was fun. I appreciate your attempting to further the discourse, Ethan. I mean, that's the thing.
And that's all I care about. In the end of the day, I just wanted to put forward the best conversation possible to inform the most people possible. But Steven today wasn't able to do that for us.
I know. It's so sad.
It's a disappointment.
You gave him the opportunity.
And I hope his dad does have a stern talking to, like, son, this is the way to behave. This was not the proper way to behave in this situation. And gives him a good fatherly talk.
There's been times where I've said to my son, we're going to call up blankety blank's dad or mom, and you're gonna get on the phone and you're gonna apologize. And I just want to say, I'm sure I don't want to speak for you, but we'll be very gracious when Steven's dad calls and puts Steven on the phone.
When someone apologizes, you accept that.
Yeah,
because you have to
I want to make that absolutely clear that if Steven calls to apologize, I'm going to be gracious about it.
How do you expect a person to debate after trying to take over his show, essentially? I mean, I don't know. It's not like he's an intellectual giant. Like, he's a fucking warlord. Like, Steven Crowder is an intellectual warlord. If your argument is that, like, how is he supposed to just, like, debate Sam Cedar, like, I mean, Sam is just, he doesn't have the mental fortitude to take on a giant like Steven Crowder. You know what I mean? Like, Steven Crowder was ready for a debate with Ethan on a particular subject. If Ethan turning around and being like, hey, I'm not going to do this, but here I have someone who is like smarter than me to do this for me, then why shouldn't he be able to do that? Like, he's a literal champion of logic and reasoning. He's a he's a titan amongst men. So as predicted, everyone on the left, Ethan's pathetic deception was the end, justified the means, and everyone on the right thinks Steven totally owned. Of course, it's neither, and the world is now dumber for watching. Now, excuse me while I make 8 videos about it. The quarter pounder never stops, dude. You know, things keep happening. They keep happening, and quarter pounder will make content out of it. Does he? I thought he was like off Twitter. What happened?
That's funny that you just reminded me. He kept telling me, I respect anyone that enters the ring, and I'll make my fans known of that. I respect that you're willing to enter the ring with me. And apparently he doesn't respect that about you.
No, I guess not.
You don't have enough subscribers.
I don't have enough subscribers to earn the respect to enter the ring. When you enter the ring,
1 million
you
is
must
a lot,
do
but
so.
it's apparent.
Like, it doesn't matter how little subs Sam Seder has. If you are openly stating that you've like tracked his movement on the internet, do you see what I'm saying? Like, the way he got himself in a bind here, okay? Crowder got himself in a bind here because if he truly doesn't know who Sam Seder is because of how, like, you know, tiny of a content creator Sam Seder is, then he shouldn't be so scared. He would just be like, oh yeah, like whatever. I'll just take you down like I would any other college freshman, right? But if he admits to knowing who Sam Seder is, then he knows that Sam Seder and a pretty sizable audience that he has, a sizable audience that he commands, has wanted to, talk to Steven Crowder for quite some time now. I mean, he openly admitted it. He said, I knew this was going to happen. Why would you fear someone who is so insignificant, you know? It just doesn't make sense.
I'd like to know at what point you are capable of entering the ring. And
what's the subscriber threshold?
What is
because the first time he made this argument, I only had, I think, 500,000 subscribers, and then I feel like the goalposts are like he's dragging them with him as he runs along down the field, and they're just getting further and further.
Yeah,
away.
I mean, I'll try to get more intel on that for you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And, maybe folks can, reach out to him on Twitter and ask him politely, how far are the goalposts?
Let's find out so that we can have something to work towards.
Right.
So
exactly.
if you can ask Steven, how many subs does Sam need to be worthy of the big stage?
Because I'll stick at it just to hit that number.
Well, we could buy you subs, or we can work something out.
It's true.
Yeah.
We could just buy the subs. Yeah. That really occurred to me, but yes, I should have done that. I should have done that today. I should have bought a million
hold
subs.
on, Steven. Give me a minute.
All right. Well, I've got to. My show, the pre-record is going to end in about 20 minutes.
Ultimately, don't you think Steven did the right thing? It would have been even more embarrassing had he debated Sam. Well, then, maybe he shouldn't portray himself as this intellectual fucking giant, That's all I'm going to say. It's great because he got he locked him in. He locked him with a situation that he can't get out of. Why is the right image of owning is degrading someone's image and being racist? Well, if you have no arguments, you just fucking attack things that people can't change about themselves. He spent the majority of the time trying to be like, why don't you take your glasses off so I can see that your eyes are beady or something? And for the people who like talk about the sanctity of debate, I think it's more about the way it's done. You can't expect someone to have someone lie to you, hijack your show, then benefit off the content. It's shady practice, especially for debate setting. Okay, well, I mean, you're talking about someone who literally practices in this every fucking day. His show is set up in a way that his most famous bit on a show is set up in a way where he's like looking to have his mind changed, when in fact the entire purpose of that setting for the debate is literally just dunking on little college kids by fucking running the talking point simulator, like the conservative talking point tree. So it's kind of weird that you would uphold the sanctity of debate in one respect, as though, like, you know, this is supposed to be this incredibly honorable thing that everyone is engaging in. It's like they're dueling, they're sparring mentally. Like there is no sanctity of debate, dude. Either you have to admit that and it's just purely for content, in which case this is great content and Steven Crowder should have taken it, or I don't know, you're just inconsistent, and goddamn, debate lords hate being inconsistent. Picture of Crowder caught the moment Sam went live. The Steven Crowder is wilding in the chat tonight. Come on, there's 54,000 people in here. That's nothing. Like that's a couple people just like lightly defending Steven Crowder is expected. Okay. I mean, he literally fucking complains that like the left won't defend him. Like, you ever hear me say the right won't defend me? Like, no, there's hella people on the right that want to defend me. Debate me. They're hungry as fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to give them clout, dude. Yeah, sure. I'm sure you would own me too in the marketplace of ideas. I don't care. I'm a fucking himbo. Frame comparison. Shattered frame. An absolutely shattered frame. My favorite debate was when you started playing COD in the middle of it. I mean, y'all talking shit about Crowder bagging down, but what about H3? Dog, like, what about H3? He admits that he's like, yeah, Steven Crowder is right. I would be a layup. So here, I brought someone instead that is not a layup. Like, everybody who's trying to like dunk on fucking Ethan fails to recognize that Ethan himself openly stated, like, yeah, I'm not capable of debating you. I'm not a debater. I'm not a political commentator. You would roll over me. You know what I mean? Like, so the irony here is that like the only way to like, I guess, dunk on Ethan is by what? Repeating what he himself said already? That's so weird. You know? Chat doesn't realize they're calling Crowder a coward in an attempt to defend him. Change My Mind content is basically about him saying, look, all these leftist college students, they're so mad, lol. Now this happens to him and he reacts literally worse. Yeah, that's kind of funny that, like, that was a big role reversal here where, like, he fucking talked to someone who is more knowledgeable than he is. And instead of just going through the talking points, instead of running through the conservative talking points, like, it's odd. What is this? South by Southwest panel? Jank Uger South by Southwest panel crashed by Steven Crowder?
Okay, so this is not a friend of mine.
Okay, to be fair, Steven Crowder used to be a giant Jank fan back in the day before he blew up. and I've said this already, like his fucking content portraying Jank is the funniest thing he's ever done.
I know, right? Like, I know. Like, this guy is right in my dick. It's bullshit. It's bullshit goes around my dick. We're trying to have a reasonable discussion. And what he does... But you're also taking up their time, Steve. What he does...
Like, see, this isn't even like a debate format. You know what I mean? If Jank was like debating a conservative commentator and Steven Crowder showed up instead and started debating him, I'm pretty sure he would have entertained the shit out of that. But it turns out Steven Crowder also likes ambushing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But like I've said, I think his like Jank impersonation is pretty funny. It's a little long. You know, but even Eve 6 is making fun of him. I don't know who Eve 6 is.
I'm just wondering. Oh, okay, okay.
No, don't do it.
No, bro, I know. You're upset about it. It's cool.
So here's what happened. Alex Jones invaded our segment.
Like he literally couldn't come up with any other insult to say to Sam except his view count. I mean, it's not even a good view count. It's not even a good burn. I think Sam has a pretty decent audience. Like, you know, he does well. If only Crowder had this much energy when it comes to debating Sam Seder. I mean, he did. He expended most of it on like saying that Ethan has a fucking tick and like making fun of his Tourette's. Real fucking cool shit. Crowder came to my college once and said a bunch of kids protested him, so he had to leave his stand and go into the crowd to debate the kids there. Not the first time he's been owned while looking for a fight. Yeah, this was you, TYT, Colin, Sam are literally the biggest real left-wing creators there are. Audience size, the bullshit argument. Yeah. The irony, of course, is, yeah, he was wearing a fucking literal fight like hell shirt. I just want to run this part again, dude. It's so good. When he first... This is such a good fucking moment.
I didn't want to make it too easy for you.
Oh, okay.
So I've prepared.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
Dan,
what we were going to talk
ready.
about is you know, the initial quote that happened. I think he's looking off there. The initial quote that
Why is he so nervous? Like, did he think that Steven Crowder was going to show up? Did he know?
kind of was turned into a little bit of a meme, which wasn't intentional.
Meme.
And was you saying you don't even have to think about it regarding the CDC. And I disagree with that. I think people should think about it. I believe, and we talked about this through playful ribbing in an aggregation.
Oh, did I say, does he know Steven Crowder is coming? I meant, yeah, Sam Seder. Does he know Sam Seder's on the other side?
Of medical
on the line,
authorities
dude?
and scientific voices to make an informed and rational decision. So where do you think that I'm wrong on that?
Stephen, do you know that the Spartans are like practice man love with children?
Oh, geez. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. What did I tell you? He was going to do anything he could to avoid. Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sam Seder. What a fucking nightmare.
What a fucking nightmare. Like, what the fuck, dude? What a fucking loser, dude. Straight up. Listen, listen, all I'm gonna say is this, okay? If your first approach when you see this man show up on your Zoom call is, oh no, what a fucking nightmare. Like, it's just not gonna get better after that. Like, it's over. Like, this is a major self-report, dude. It's pretty funny that he like literally lost his shit. This video, but JCS representation. Yeah, Ethan came in with the fucking horizontal seat, dude. This is a perfect representation of Crowder's reaction.
Ты готов сыграть?
Да.
Подожди. Миш, у меня для тебя одно важное признание. В отличие от тебя 3-летнего, я 40-летний лоб. Играть в шахматы не умею. Поэтому мы тебе нашли достойного противника. Я приглашаю в эту студию 12-го чемпиона мира по шахматам, международного гроссмейстера, заслуженного мастера спорта СССР Анатолия Карпова.
What the fuck is this, dude? That's so funny. What the fuck, dude? Russian television is crazy. That's actually perfect. You're right. Mama! Dude. Oh, man. Russians know about content, dude. They know about fucking content.
I had no idea this was going to happen.
Oh, God, it's so good. Oh, what a nightmare. I had no idea this was gonna happen. Oh man. It's so good.
I thought Ethan was a stand-up guy.
Oh, he's so bent.
This is where we are. Yeah, I told Dave, remember I told you? I said this is, I guarantee you he's going to do anything he can to avoid the debate.
Well, I just think he believes that he should debate you.
No, he doesn't. He just takes advantage of women with, mental health issues. Ethan,
So what's up with that? Like, why does he keep saying that, dude? That's so fucked that he's just like throwing that out there. What is this? We just cut to a live feed of Sam Seder. Change my diaper. Oh, God. Oh, he's talking about Trisha? Oh, because of the Trisha drama? Damn, he just like, bro, Sam Seder knows the tea, dude. Or not Sam Seder, fucking Steven Crowder knows the tea, dude. He is like, he's up to date with everything that's going on. He's up to date with everything that's going on YouTube, dude. I'm actually confused. Like, he is. He's a drama frog, dude. He's going on LSF and shit. That's crazy. All right. Ultimately, boys, what do I think about this? Okay. Ultimately, all in all, I really do wish that there was more. Like, it left me craving. You know what I mean? We got like a little tease. We got like a little tease of what was going on. And I really do wish that that it was longer than the 10 minutes of just like Steven Crowder fucking crying that like he had to be around Sam Seder. But he was louder. He was louder than everybody else. So there's that. Crowder would melt you, dude. I know. I cower in his intellectual might. Okay, when I think about how big brain Steven Crowder is, I can't sleep for days, weeks on end. I think he would destroy me in the marketplace of ideas. Like literally, I cower, much like Stephen Coward does. So, it would be, this is what my reaction would be if I found out.
What did I tell you? He was going to do anything he could to avoid. Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sam Seder. What a fucking nightmare.
That's what I would say if Steven Crowder was like, let's debate.
I had no idea this was going to happen. I thought Ethan was a stand-up guy.
Damn. To be fair, though, when was the last time you talked to somebody with 1/7 of your audience who wasn't a rando on Discord? Pepe La Oh No. I mean, I talked to Michael Knowles like back during the pandemic, like last year. It's been a year, guys. I do televised debates. I go to Politicon. Michael Knowles is Ben Shabibo's like second in command. Crowder has debated people with just over 100K subs. Oh, that's interesting. What's Crowder's game plan from recovering from this? Oh, 100%. His game plan to recover from this is just to like avoid it and not talk about it at all. He just won't do it. Probably he won't talk about it. I hope he does though. Damn. It would have been cooler if if we got one tier out of him, you know what I mean? If we got one tier out of him. I think his retort is going to be calling Ethan a coward and like hyper focusing on Ethan and saying that like he sucks. All this shit. Like he's just going to nonstop be like Ethan Klein this, Ethan Klein that. Like he's only going to, I don't think he'll even mention, he probably will like briefly mention Sam Seder. What do you think he was doing when the camera cut off? I think he was probably like getting the fucking air out of his pits or getting the water out of his pits. He was probably pitting out pretty hard.
Yeah, I told Dave, remember I told you?
Yeah, Sam Seder is like a commentator on MSNBC too. It's not like he's some fucking random dude. Ethan brings this guy I've never heard of is how he will mention Sam. I mean, we know that's a lie considering that he spent most of the 10 minutes that he had on like literally explaining exactly how much he knows who Sam Seder is, you know? Like how he knows everything about Sam Seder. So kind of weird. It's going to be I'm just saying, it's going to be difficult to play that off as like, haha, I didn't know anything about this guy while simultaneously knowing everything about this guy. Do you see what I'm saying? You can't say, oh no, what a nightmare, when you see Sam Seder and then be like, I don't know who you are. You know? Anyway, that was good stuff, though, overall. Crowder's the type to only smurf in bronze and tell him everyone he farms masters. Another one, please. You guys are so quick. Okay, what? Oh, yeah, I saw this. This is pretty good, too. I don't know why he, like, kept saying that he was a pig pen. Like, he just kept saying, like, you're in a pig pen. You're in a pig pen. Pig pen. Over and over again. It was kind of weird. You know? All right, let's do LSF. Move on. The winner of Misgift School's final is...
Does that...
Northern Lion. You are incorrect. Hungry Box was also incorrect.
Oh, fuck.
But the answer is commensalism, which means Hungry Box, you are our first ever OTK schooled out of 60 different contestants. You are the OTK schooled winner. You needed no help for anything. You knew every...
Does that...
Damn, dude. Our boy Northern Lion lost. That makes me sad. Michaela cream pied for charity. Oh, God. What the fuck? Bro, every time Michaela gets on LSF, that clip is missing, dude. Destiny meets Milo.
Are we showing our pets?
No, Alinity, we are not showing our pets.
I have a pet here that you guys might know. His name is Milo.
Oh, I know about him.
Wait, is that Milo Jr.? Did you name a new cat Milo? I thought the other one was dead.
Okay, that's a little too far, Destiny.
He's still up in the air. He hasn't come down yet.
That's just a little bit too far.
Oh, God. I assume this is the same one about Alinity throwing the cat. Hungry Bot cakes his mom.
Yeah. Okay, I bought this cake for you. You wanna?
That cake smells funny.
Damn.
I got you, Mom. Mom, I
Fucked
got
up.
you.
It's fucked up, dude.
I got... What did you do? Because you said it smells. What the fuck? Really? Brissy's gonna get the cake
This is
now.
cute as fuck.
Stop.
Good for him, dude.
I'm not gonna throw. I'm not
I mean,
gonna
I would never be able to do that to my mom, but
Fine. You got me way worse. I did a little.
Chivalry devs put Lyric's logo in the game. What the fuck? That's sick. Lend me your sword for Malol. Dude, devs love Lyric so much.
This for a living. That's what was making me laugh right now. You know how many people? It's like a weekday today, right? Is today a weekday? Whatever day it is. People go to work and do stuff like fill out TPS reports and like fucking deal with people and shit. And I'm over here like, what's the angle you gotta go over the bucket?
He's right.
Thank you. Man, how am I gonna get over this set of buckets here?
He's right.
I'm really crunching the numbers on these buckets here. I'm at work right now, dude. Hey, thanks for liking my stream.
Dr. K wants you to come.
And like you just share with your parents. You're like, yeah, so, and they're like, how do I get you to come? What do I have to do to get you to come?
I'm gonna come.
And this is where like you can say, you can't. Part of respecting my boundaries is respecting my decision that I'm not gonna come. And if you can do that, I think we can have a relationship. If not, I think it's not going to be much of a relationship. All right, so this is really challenging. But when dealing with entitled parents, once again, don't try to convince them. Don't try to tell them, hey, it's like a bad idea for me to come. I don't want to come. Here's why I don't want to come.
I can't stop saying it. It's like stuck in my head. Donald Trump is so mischievous in the way that he says, I'm going to come, that like it's just permanently stapled to the back of my mind. Like Kamala Harris saying, do not come. Do not come. And then Donald Trump going, I'm going to come. Does anyone have the video? I need to play it. It's so good. Like, it's such a good fucking video, dude.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
The way he says it is like, I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
I love it, dude. I love it so much. I don't know why. Queen Pepega strikes again on the finale of School. Italian streamer gets banned after his fan base leaved 1-star reviews on the cafe after he got kicked out for harassing customers. Name is Gabrone.
What month is before November?
I always get these mixed.
October is the answer. You get this wrong. You're.
Oh no.
Dude, when I'm under pressure, this is the one month that I always mix and I knew I was gonna fuck it up. Whatever. I knew this was gonna happen.
Are you serious?
This is the one question I didn't want to come up. The month.
It's a hard one.
I have this thing where I.
Okay, that one gets a lot of people.
Happens.
Handle the pressure.
Andrea, look, if you wanted to go to
Okay.
Mexico, you could have gone. Okay, we could have found another replacement. Would have brought Josh back.
No.
What?
Okay, yeah, I fucking forgot what nostrils are. Okay, I said nose holes. Asmongold asked Alinity a question on Schooled.
Miss, can I? So last episode, you were giving people a really difficult question. You remove an F before, and I got that last question right, and you didn't count it. So can I please just give me something really difficult, and if I answer it, I get to stay.
That's.
Come on.
I don't know.
All right,
about that.
Alinity, here's the question. Can cats fly?
Miss, can I?
John Oliver calls out Hasanabi.
It's the thing that you get to do. So if you're under 35, you can actually skip this story. Don't even worry about it. Go fight with a 15-year-old on TikTok about the coolest way to part your hair. Your life is sad, and that's okay.
Okay, dude. That's fucking what? I'm sorry, what? Did you just... What? Fuck this guy, dude. Oh,
PACE,
Jesus
though,
Christ.
stands for property. It's the thing that you...
I'm gonna come. Okay, whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. We need a sad Hasma Zima with the center part when he doesn't get away with it. Copium. John Oliver's had enough with Hassan getting away with it. Chat roast Hassan about him parting his hair down the middle. Virgins in the sub not interacting with women and therefore not realizing that there's a gigantic war between millennial women and Zoomers about middle parts versus side parts on TikTok. Love you all, never change. Dude, that's like, it's worse that you know that, dude. Unnamed completes GTA 5 Oko live on stream just after 4 days of attempts. What is Oko? Why is everybody adding Dark Viper AU? Is that that's the fucking...
You always like gasoline, Trevor! Man, that was your best fucking friend! Fuck you.
I've never done this ending. Can't believe he killed Trevor, dude. Good shit. Spoilers? Yeah, dude, this game has been out for like 11 million years, okay?
How about you lick...
XQC has a message for Pokey.
How about you lick my eardrum with your tongue, and then you put your asshole right next to my ear and fart directly into my ear canal, please? How about you...
Look, man, the thing about XQC is that he says things that we're all thinking, you know what I mean? Just kidding. H-June singing Fast Car during the OTV talent show. And I feel... Oh, Jesus.
That I belong and I feel that I could be someone, be someone, be someone.
Damn, this is really good. What the fuck? What can't this man do?
You got a fast car, is it fast enough so we fly away? You gotta make a decision, leave tonight, live another.
What can't this man do? I'm so happy he didn't go first. Play fairly in Rust. Play with you in Minecraft because you're a fucking coward. Woo! This is H-June. He's a Rust player who's like a fucking god at the game Rust. What arm thing?
Wait, what the heck is going on in chat?
You said the word.
I don't care.
Now you gotta do the arm. Now you gotta do the arm thing, homie.
What does that mean?
Do the arm thing.
What arm thing?
What arm thing?
This one?
Nope. That was good enough. All right.
What?
Yeah,
I still don't know what that is. I know it's like an Ice Poseidon reference, but I don't know what it is. Northern Lion and Hungrybox talk about what they would do if they won $10,000.
I'm gonna buy like the local community center.
Hassan, no, stop lying. No, I literally don't know. I actually don't fucking know. Like I know that it's an Ice Poseidon reference, but that's to the extent that I know.
Where all the like the kids play and like all the disadvantaged youth and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna like hire like a bulldozer. I'm gonna take it down, and then I'm gonna sell the land for condo development.
Jesus.
And Hungrybox, what are you gonna do with your money?
Throw a big local Smash tournament for my scene here, and probably give away some to charity because my stepdad actually passed away in December from an unknown like heart disease. So probably get some.
Jesus Christ, Northern Lion looks like such an asshole after that.
Towards that, and it was Father's Day yesterday, and hug your dads, guys, and do it for the people you love.
God
so
damn.
just really hoping this question is up my alley. So thank you, guys.
Well, Lion, your response to that?
I mute my microphone and back away from the screen in shame.
Dude, I fucking I love Northern Lion so much. Destiny explains his lineage. Why is there like 3 fucking Destiny on the same joke? This is wild. Northern Lion makes a noble sacrifice during school for a special reason.
I am okay taking the second X. I did get it wrong and admitted it, and it will preserve the integrity of the competition.
Like fucking he sneezed, dude, and then he farted. And this is his reaction to the joke.
You're a good fucking person, dude. My
Listen,
God.
I just want to plead a case for myself, though. These are like 5-head people, and like I got something right. I think that I should get a benefit from getting this question right.
My opinion is that a 10th is a 0.1. It is not 10%.
Now I have the moral high grounds.
However,
He said 10,
they could
20,
not
30.
possibly
And
give
then
me
he
an
said
X.
yes to it. So I thought maybe their question was
When you have the moral
written
high
wrong.
ground, nobody
Yes,
would
but
take
that
the
could
shot.
mean Ms. Kiffer is wrong.
I am.
Nick asked Maya a question.
So I asked Maya, I was like, hey, want to go skating alone, just you and I? And she goes, streamed ? What should I say?
Winky face.
Doesn't have to be if you don't want to.
Stop.
So I asked.
Jesus Christ, dude. Janko's tries to leak sponsorship content. Who's Janko's?
Better, but you can't see it. What else do we have in the box? A lot of paper. So I think